It's Sunday night. I'm here to tell you about my sales for the week. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you everything I sold this week, not just the 10 best sales. All right, let's go ahead and start with the numbers. So here's what stands out to me. First, we did 60 sales in the week. That's pretty good. I think that's getting close to like 9 sales a day. We're like 8.5. We round up around here. So about 9 sales a day. That's up tremendously from earlier this year. I was doing like 4 or 5 sales a day. Average sales price looks pretty good to me. I think that's more just indicative of that we're switching seasons into larger items, though. So I'm shipping out a lot of things where people have to pay like $10+ in shipping. $2,239 in total sales. I don't know. That's just a number. Doesn't mean a whole lot. All right, so here's the worst sales. Let's go through and rapid fire these. Like the bottom of the barrel. This is getting returned, so that's why it's at the bottom. Old film, 60% off. These jeans are also getting returned. These are some old white t-shirts. I got a marketplace deal, like on a bulk buy a long time ago. Those are slowly selling off. Tiger Woods golf polo, um, random Buffalo Bills hat, vintage Notre Dame sweatshirt. Nothing crazy going on. It's only this little logo on the front. I got that at a garage sale for like $1. So that's actually getting returned too, I think. Howler Bros t-shirt, $15, not bad. J. Crew chamois shirt with some elbow patches. I thought it was cool, so I picked it up at a garage sale for $2. On to the next page. A little Lego guy. I found a bin of Legos for like $4, so I bought it. And this guy just happened to be good. I only got these slippers because they were at the Goodwill bins. So, and I'm trying to get rid of my shoes too. So I took a low offer there, I think. Yeah. Whole lot of nothing. Vintage Batman shirt. Johnny O Polo. This would have been good. It just had a hole on the front that I didn't notice somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, all the way down here. Just a really little flaw. But stuff like that, like on these lower tier items, if it has a flaw, it really tanks it pretty bad. So I was hoping to sell that for like 25 to 30 if it didn't have the flaw. So $17, still pretty good. And they left me positive feedback. So this Patagonia hoodie ended up not being as great as I thought it was. I think I paid like $13 for this, and then it sold for 15. So not great, but you know you're gonna have to take losses on some items, honestly. This I accepted this offer of $17.50 just because we're getting out of the golf season. I didn't want it to sit around and then get marked down eventually to the same price. So I think it was listed for like 25, maybe. Um, this is bad. I don't pick up Travis Matthew polos unless they're new with tag like this, or they have like some really cool print and they're cheap. Bad Carhartt pants. These are not good. Just some random ones. Mac Weldon sweatpants. I only grab these if they're cheap. These were $5, so I picked them up. Selling them for 19. It's not great, but we do it. These are cool. I'd pick these up again for sure. I listed these for 30, I think, or 25 maybe. I don't know what Porter Paints is, but these are just some like white carpenter. Like I think they have like a little belt loop right there, like the hammer loop. So yeah, right there. So thought they were cool. Picked them up. They were $5. Sold them for 20. This would have sold for more, but it had some like weird pit stuff going on. It's like it's like an orange. It's like a bleach stain type of deal. So really odd. So picked that up for 5, sold it for 22. I don't remember how much this was, but this is the type of item I only pay like $5 for. This little denim pearl snap. I think this was really cheap at a Plato's because like this little rubber here was like cracking away. A little cheap item. It sold super fast though. I pick up these little combat shirts for $5. This one had some damage, so it's a little cheaper. I think I took a offer on this. Yeah, $17.69. The double X chinos. I've heard other people talk about these actually. I only pick these up if they're new at tags. As you can see, they're still, even then, not a super high dollar item, but they have a sell through rate. So, let's see. I like these. I think these were like $5, and even with the logo being a little messed up here, they did pretty good. These ones have pockets, which like these mesh shorts, I find they usually don't have pockets. So I was about to say I put it in the title. I really thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I thought that was going to be a selling point, was that these ones actually had pockets. I even took the picture. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, these were probably about $5 because they're just super basic. Sold for 23.64. Let's see. Oh, this thing. I wasn't super fond of it, but I looked it up and it did have a sell through rate. It was size 4XL. This one was a full zip shirt. A lot of them were just like fourth zips. This one was a full zip. It sold pretty quick too, honestly. Like it was only a couple days that it was listed, so that was $5. Sold pretty quick for 22. These, I think these were also $5 at a Goodwill. I looked them up because they were Vineyard Vines and Target collab. It's like, I don't know. I guess it's just Vineyard Vines make specific stuff just to sell at Target. So I would assume it's lower quality, but as you can see, someone still wanted it for $22. I only got this hoodie because it was new. It has like the little sticker on it still. Not great. I think this was $11 at a Goodwill. I thought it was gonna sell for at least 30, but here we are. Oh, these I sold them for 20 just to get them out of my house. To be honest with you, they're just sitting there taking up space. Got rid of them. Let's see. Okay, so with these Cricket long sleeves, I will pick these up if they are. Where is it? If they're the Pima cotton, or they're like, there's one. There's another version of the Pima cotton ones. It's a little bit more performancey and like stretchy than this one for some reason. But if it says Pima cotton though, it does raise the value a little bit. It sells better than the organic cotton ones in my experience. So I went ahead and picked that up for, it was about $10. I got it at Savers, so it's a little bit more expensive. This is a good item. 10,000 shorts. That's what that little logo is. If you find shorts from 10,000, where is it? So it'll be, I think, like in this area right here on the leg. You have to flip it up. Yeah, it's on the inside. It'll tell you everything. It's got the model name of the shorts, the size. Usually it says the inseam. Like it'll usually say the interval short, like 7 inch on it. So, but all the information you need to list is right there. And I don't know how fast these sold, but they sold for $27. So, and a lot of times too, these will go like unnoticed by the thrift stores. They'll end up being $5. So that's nice. This is a good bread and butter item here. I usually pick these up when I find them because they sell pretty quick for me. It is a Orvis Tech chambray shirt, I think. Yeah. So this sold pretty quick, I believe. See, listed on the 16th, sold on the 19th. So I will accept a smaller profit margin on this item because every time I've ever had it, it just sold really fast. So yeah, I mean, nothing crazy going on with this shirt. Honestly, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's a nice shirt, sought after apparently. This is the performance version of the Cricket shirt I was talking about. You can see it looks a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure this one's 81% Pima cotton and then 19% polyester, so it's a little bit more stretchy. Um, yeah, and you can see I got a little bit more money for this one, an extra like, what was it? So I got an extra $4.50. Sweet. Oh, okay. I've never heard of this brand until I found it. So let's open this up. I got this when I was in Texas, and I took kind of a gamble. I think I paid like $11 for these at a Goodwill. Etro, I had never heard of it. Apparently, the retail is super high. These were not getting like any attention at all. So someone offered me $30 when it was at $45. So I just took it, just since no one else was like giving this listing any attention. So I took my money and I got up out of there. All right, on to the last page. We can get to the good stuff. Stop looking. No cheating. All right, icebreaker. I thought I was never going to find this brand ever. I hear other people talk about it a lot. I'm in Missouri. This is like, I don't know. I don't think we need that type of like cold weather stuff. So when I found it, I was super excited, even though it doesn't sell for a whole lot. So if you find something that is merino wool, though, make sure you look at it pretty thoroughly. Make sure there's no holes. This one was in good condition, so I listed it. I guess I listed for $28.49. I don't know. Either way, if it wasn't a full price sale, it was pretty close to it. Can I see? Okay, I listed for 30. So I'm guessing that was 5%. 5% offer, I'm guessing. Mizzen and Main, I'm still picking up Mizzen and Main when I can. If it's like $5, basically, is when I pick it up. So nothing crazy going on. And I've found a lot of times when I look up the model numbers on Mizzen and Main, it doesn't like come up or show me the name of the shirt. So sometimes I'm just having to like dig deep on all the keywords I can pull out from the style of the shirt. So where's this one? Leeward shirt. I guess that's the model. I don't know. Mizzen and Main's still good. Just keep looking it up. LL Bean. I like LL Bean stuff that has this logo on the front, like the little chest logo, where they're kind of like copying Patagonia here. So, but for any of this modern stuff, every single time I find it, I will go to this tag and I will find the item ID and I just look up the item ID. That's it. So this was $5 at a Goodwill. Man. Oh, I had this for a while. This is probably something maybe I shouldn't have picked it up. I think this was $9, but it was just so cool. I got it anyways, and I got lucky to sell it for a profit. So this, okay, I was proud of myself because this is a Peter Millar featherweight polo, and usually the tag is right here in the collar, but it's just like a little rubber tag, like it's not stitched on. So this one had fallen off, I guess, in the dryer. Um, but I knew it was Peter Millar from the inside tag. Where is it? Yeah, Peter Millar's like style codes here almost always start with MS and then a number, and then I think EK is also super common on there. But so yeah, I don't know. I knew that the featherweight polos have this issue where the tag is on this part of the collar and they wear off. So I was already pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah, this sold super fast too. It sold for full price, $32.88. Yeah, another golf polo. I'm gonna keep saying it because they keep selling. These blade collars are really good. This every time I see a Nike blade collar polo, I look it up. I would look it up even if it wasn't Nike, but I mostly just find Nike ones. But yeah. So this is the type of stuff you can get $5, $9 if you find them at Goodwill. Um, this I looked up. I have found Kenny Flowers before, and both times that I found it now, they've both been new with tags, and apparently it's kind of expensive. And I listed this for 50, and someone offered me 35 pretty quickly. And since I don't have a lot of experience with this brand and the sold comps weren't like super solid, like there wasn't a lot of sales volume, I just figured I would take it, not get greedy, especially since we're going out of season. Like I don't want to sit on this until next summer and then it'll be discounted a whole bunch below 35. So I just took it now. This is something I wouldn't buy again. The reason I would not buy this jacket again is because it's basically an electronic. This is a Milwaukee heated jacket. These can go for good money, but for it to go for good money, you need to have the battery and you need to know that the jacket works. In this case, I found the jacket at a thrift store, but there was no battery and I couldn't test it. So I had to sell it untested. I listed it for 40. I got an offer for 30. And by the time I got that offer, like I'd kind of come back down to earth and I was like, okay, like I don't even know if this works. I should just get rid of this. I shouldn't have even bought it. So I'm gonna take the money and get out. Um, yeah, it was a little dirty too. I didn't really look at it a whole lot, but I wouldn't mess with this again. Just stay away from electronics. Mm. I like this sale. These were super cool. Just some really faded old Nike sweatshorts. Where's the tag? Yeah, I love that tag. I love that tag. And it's made in USA. I love it. So yeah, man, it's good stuff. These were only like $5 at Savers. So sometimes Savers just like, I don't know if it's like the person that's pricing it or if it's based on the item, but sometimes their stuff is really cheap, but it's usually expensive. Um, this is a good style to look for from LL Bean. If you see these, like, they're called Anorak windbreakers. They have like this pocket on the front. I think that's like what makes it the Anorak style is this pocket. Um, there's also an insulated version of this where it has like a Primaloft, um, like the insulation to make it nice and warm. Those ones are worth a little bit more. I think I just sold one for like $60. You might see that in next week's video. So that was nice. Um, I don't know. That was probably something my Goodwill would price at like $9. I don't remember it though. G4. This is a good brand if you don't know it yet. It's a golf brand. Their stuff's very expensive. Apparently, G4 stuff is finding its way into like Marshalls now. So price might be coming down a little bit. This is the logo you're looking for. It's the 4Gs. G4. It has 4Gs. So super cool print on it too, in my opinion. And it's a 2XL. So I listed it for $60. Got an offer for 40. Since we're heading into the winter season, further away from golf season, I figured I would take it. I paid $13 for that, I think, at Goodwill. Here's a women's item. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about women's stuff. I've been walking through the women's section a little bit, seeing what jumps out at me. When I saw this on the rack and I saw the super big collar and then like the crochet, I don't like all the holes in it. I was like, okay, like this is interesting. I really like when something has like this super basic tag. Um, so that always catches my eye. So I looked this up. Um, I think I had to get on Terapeak, and the sell through was really good, but some people were listing theirs for like 30 and less, and then they're getting bought for full price. It's like, okay, if there's none available and there's a bunch sold for like this lower price, like I guess I can raise the price up and we'll see what happens. So I just listed it higher than I thought it would go for, $60, and then someone offered me 40 relatively quickly. Um, yeah, so and I think that was pretty cheap too. I think that was like 474. That's like the base price my Goodwill does for women's like shirts and jackets. So pretty good. All right, this is a good brand, but for some reason I can never find this brand like not marked up. Every time this ends up at a Goodwill, it's like $22. Um, I think I ended up getting these at a Play-Doh's for like 16 maybe, and then I probably had a discount too. Um, all right, so when I do find Mott & Bow jeans, so you go to the inside and we have like the care tag here. If you flip that up, it's this little white tag, and it says this one says Slim Hube. So it's kind of annoying. That middle word is always going to be the model name, but they like shorten it down. So if you don't know all the model names, you're going to kind of have to guess, which is what I had to do with this one. I just typed in Mott & Bow Hube, and I think that's what I did, and just like looked to see what came up, or I just typed in Mott & Bow like slim jeans, and I just looked at all the different model names available, and then I would have seen that okay, Huber is probably what Hube stands for. So that's usually what I do to figure out um, what model name or what model jeans I have in my hands. So sold for $40 full price, so pretty nice. All right, 511 is not a brand I pick up a lot of, but I'm still trying to look it up, especially if it has. I think this one had like the style code tag underneath this tag. I think. I don't know, but usually, when 511 has value, it's because it has like a concealed carry pockets on it. So I think this one did have that. I don't know, but I just usually look up the style code. If it doesn't have the style code, I don't know. I don't know. I don't love the brand, but I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. I do love this. I love vintage and I love golf. So I found this vintage TaylorMade like shoe bag and I picked it up. It was like $6. Listed it for 35 and I was getting bombarded with offers. If you list a vintage TaylorMade like clothing or accessory, there's this one dude that lives in Tennessee and he will spam you with offers. He will send you an offer every single day and he will start at less than 50% of your asking price. I listed like a rare TaylorMade like vintage windbreaker a couple months ago and he started below 50% off and I just ignored all of his offers and he just kept sending them up until he just bought the item for full price. It was ridiculous. Eventually, he started the same process again on this item, and I just blocked him. I was done with it. So, let's see. Let's speed this up here a little bit. This is a belt from some brand called Amsterdam Heritage. I'd never heard of it, but since it was new at tags, I looked it up. I had it for a little bit, but it finally sold for full price. I mean, it was on 10% discount. I listed it for 50, but $45 for a belt is pretty good. Um, let's see. These two items, they're just mid tier stuff, but they're international, so like the extra shipping raised up the cost of the order. So just a little Lululemon item. If you don't know how to look it up by now, I think this one had it. If you're looking at an item with pockets, look in all the pockets for the size dot, and then you'll start after the L, whatever the first like letter after the L is. You start there and you go until you hit the S. That's the model number. So that's how you look up Lululemon stuff. This was an item I just bought based off the style, and it was only $5. So I thought it was super cool. And look at it, I love it. This is a good item. I bought this on a road trip. I was in Arkansas when I got it. It turns out in Arkansas Goodwills, when they like roll out new racks of stuff, you're not allowed to take stuff off that rack. I didn't know that. They were not very happy with me, but I still got the item. So it is what it is. I think it was $8.99, if I remember right. Cool. Little vintage Pendleton shirt. I'm embarrassed to show this because the lighting is so bad on these pictures. Like, look at this. I was really not happy with the way these photos turned out, but it still sold for full price, $60. If you find one of these Pendleton shirts and it has a loop collar up here, a little loop right there, usually it's worth more. Um, to be honest with you, I don't know all the intricacies of Pendleton wool shirts. I've sold a couple of them for a lot. I've sold some for not very much. I'm still kind of learning about it, but I think that one was just old enough that it was worth a little more. All right, we got a couple Dixon flannels here. These are two good ones. I went ahead and accepted this offer. I think this was in my last video. I don't know. That's I feel like I've already talked about this, but I'll talk about it again. Crystal Lake. This is from what is it? One of the horror movies. I don't know. I know that's Jason. I don't remember. Friday the 13th. I think that's the name. Someone even left a comment telling me what movie it was. So I know I talked about this, but listed for 75, took an offer for 65. I was just tired of getting lowball offers on it. I was getting offers every single day on that shirt. Um, this one, I listed this one for 100 because there's a couple solds like on Terror Peak that were going for like 90. So I just listed it for 100 just because. Someone offered me 75 and I took it. This one is called the Starboard. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, yeah, it was a cool little pearl snap. I thought it was a really nice looking shirt. I got both of these at a Plato's Closet. They were $7 each before my discount. So I got 20% off through like a loyalty thing. This is probably the best item I've got. I got this at a consignment store. I think they tagged it at $35. Pretty sure. I would not have had a discount, so I would have paid 35 plus tax. Let's just say I paid $40. Um, but this sold very fast. I listed for 100, so I'm assuming an offer of $90. I listed it on the 18th, sold on the 19th. Super good turnaround. So don't be scared to pay up a little bit if you know you have a really good item in front of you. So, I mean, what am I going to get back from that? I mean, I'll make like 30 plus dollars on that one item. So, if I can make 30 something dollars profit for every single item I sold, that'd be amazing. That'd be a lot of money. Um, so, last two items, we got some jeans, just some Carhartt. These are some double knees, nothing crazy. You're gonna pass on most of the Carhartt you see, but if you find some jeans that have they're called double fronts or double knees. Do I have a better picture of this or no? Just like these big patches on the front, that extra fabric on the front. Kids like it. It's a trend. I don't know. I used to have a pair of these, and they were so uncomfortable. Like they're just so thick. I didn't like them. I sold them. Um, and then these. This is just some basic Polo Ralph Lauren jeans. Got these at a Plato's Closet. They were less than $20 for some reason, so picked that up. Did they sell full price? They did. $65. Not bad. They sold pretty quick too. They sold in 10 days. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to be putting out a video soon about how to do product research. So if you need to learn how to expand your eBay horizons a little bit, how to learn new bolos, how to find better items, make sure you like I don't know, subscribe or check back or turn on notifications maybe. It's whatever. Just look out for it if that's something you're interested in. Uh, Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.
Hello.